Hi, everybody. Hey, this is my first YouTube video. I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome to my channel. Let's get started. Well, as I said before, my name is Justin, and this channel is really all about three things. And I'm going to share what those three things are with you. First of all, is if you are new to this channel, I want to welcome you. This is a channel that's all about trying to find out where your inner strength is. And if you find that inner strength, you move closer and closer towards freedom. So many of us find ourselves trapped. So many of us find ourselves in situations we don't want to be in or we think we were forced into. And there really is no other way to say that you have a choice, but to say that you have a choice. You can get out. So if you find you're at a job that's killing you, if you find that you're in a relationship where all you're getting is gaslit and you're getting nasty remarks, or you're being told that you don't remember things, or maybe you're struggling with your own health or your own physical well-being, things that you're eating, all of these things come in play and are wrapped into one. So on this channel, with these principles, we explore those different things. And I want to give you a brief overview of what that looks like here as we begin. So let's start with the first core principle. Let's start with who I am and how did I get here and why did I start this channel? Well, I am a yoga teacher. Teaching yoga is my trade, and I'm also a student of yoga. I'm continuously learning more and more every single day. I'm a master connector. I love connecting with people and I love teaching people. I also love learning lessons, which is really why I'm here, is to learn lessons. And I like being the teacher, but I also like to be the teacher through my own lessons. As a young kid, when I started to grow up, I didn't realize until probably a couple years ago that I was living in a toxic environment. You may be also, or you might have been in a toxic environment. And if you were in a toxic environment and you didn't realize it until you got just a little older, you are not alone. Know that you are not alone. But when we choose love and when we choose to be humble and when we choose to protect ourselves, you can move out of those places of toxicity and into greater places of strength, which is principle number one, strength of this channel. Strength. Strength is number one. Strength is defined as being able to withstand a lot of force. It's like a building, and a lot of wind comes, it can withstand a lot of wind. But we have also seen things fall over if there's not a foundation. And if you're finding you're in a toxic place that has a lot of toxicity in the foundation, your building is going to crumble. So it's important to figure out where you can get your strength from. You're feeling as though you're in a relationship where someone keeps saying something to you like this: do you feel okay? Do you remember what I said last week? You're acting a little weird. When someone is asking you or telling you those things, that is forcing you to question your own reality. And when you question your own reality, you do not have a foundation. So it is up to you, it is up to me, it is up to all of us to really dive inside of ourselves and find what that foundation is going to consist of, so that you can start to build yourself into a structure of strength that will not blow over from the wind. We're going to talk more about that in future videos. How does yoga fit into this? What is yoga? Well, most of us know yoga as meditation, maybe, breathing. We know warrior poses, maybe. You think of those things. Maybe you think of lying down and stretching. Maybe you think of flexibility. Yoga is much more than that, my friends. I'm going to talk to you about one of the limbs of yoga. And one of the limbs of yoga is the yamas. And in the yamas, one of the yamas is a yama that literally means non-violence or non-harm. It's ahimsa. And again, going back to strength, going back to that first principle, if you are in and practicing ahimsa, where you're dealing with non-violence, you will have a greater foundation at its core. Non-violence means listening to your inner voice. It means listening to the guidance that your inner being is telling you. We have a gut feeling. Do you ever go down the road, you're driving, and you start to think, this isn't the way I should go. Maybe I should take this route. And you ignore what you just thought and you went the other route and now you're in traffic. Or you witnessed something you didn't want to witness. Or something happens to you physically, like for heaven forbid an accident or something. Is that where you want to go? You have to come back and think about what you're doing with that inner voice. If you listen to that inner voice and you practice that inner voice over and over and over again, listening to it without judgment, then you're practicing ahimsa. You're practicing non-harm because you're listening to what your gut is telling you. Your gut is not going to be wrong. It is not going to lie to you. It knows what's peaceful. That part of yoga is important. That is not just sitting and breathing. That is actually putting non-harm into practice. That also means non-harm to others. So when you speak in a passive-aggressive way to others, when you speak in a way that demeans them, when you speak in a way that shames another person, you are not practicing non-harm because it's harmful to speak that way to another person. So if you wind up in practicing that part of yoga that is non-harm and you place that in a non-toxic environment, your foundation begins to grow so much farther. Finally, where does freedom come into this? How does freedom come into play? Well, freedom is ultimately what you're going to achieve. Freedom is what is going to be that thing you've always been looking for, that happiness or that joy. It's true freedom. It's literally living your life without apologizing, without explaining, without justifying yourself, without saying, I'm sorry every other sentence. I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry. Freedom includes not saying I'm sorry all the time. It's literally standing up for yourself and moving forward. And when you combine that foundation with the practice, with the freedom, you are going to achieve ultimate results moving forward. Ultimate results moving forward. And that, my friends, is why this channel is here. Because I've been through all of this. I have been the person who has been shamed in front of colleagues. I have been the person who has been shamed in a professional environment. I have been the person who has made the right decisions throughout my life and been shamed for making them. But I also made a decision to pull myself into something and study something even higher than myself, and that is yoga. And so I hope as this channel grows and as we move forward, that if there are things that you're looking for through the specific practice of yoga, or if there is something you're looking for with the specific principle of strength or with a specific principle of freedom, if there's something that you're feeling within you that you can't get out, that's feeling you're getting stuck and not free, comment that below, because we can talk about those things. I want this to be a global community where you have a place to come to share, where you have a place to listen to someone else share things or other people share things, that you will realize that there are other people going through the same things that you are. That's what I want this to be about. And so, because I've lived through all of this, I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to share it. I'm ready to tell you why sometimes you can remove people from your life and still love them and still miss them. I am here to tell you that you can change your communication with people. And you can teach people how to respond to you with your own communication. That builds strength. I'm here to tell you how you can be free. There are so many ways you can be free. There are so many ways. We're going to explore them. One of the other things that builds strength, that builds freedom, this is your bonus tip. Take care of your house. And I don't mean the physical place that you live, your whole house. Take care of everything that you own. Take care of everything that you say. When money is constantly on your mind, this is the bonus tip. When money is constantly on your mind, you are not achieving freedom. There are some simple ways that you can achieve financial freedom. One of the things I like to do, this is a practical tip I'm going to share with you that's a bonus, is if you have ever used the app called Acorn. Acorn is an app where it allows you to literally, it rounds up your checking account purchases. So when you use your debit card and you swipe it at the store or wherever you shop online, and let's say it's $38.85, 15 cents goes into your savings. It goes into a savings account for you. And if you want more information on that, I'll put a link down in the description and you can take a look at it yourself. But that is another key component. And I wanted to mention that as a bonus because when you are letting things flow on their own like that, that is a practical tip. Financial freedom comes with that if you just let go and release. You guys, I have so much more I want to talk to you about, and I want to release videos once or twice a week. So if there's something that you see in the video or you have a question about, I wanted to touch on the tip of the iceberg today just to get this out there, just to let you know who I am, what this is all going to be about. These components, strength, yoga, turn into freedom. Freedom from everything, living your life unapologetically. There are so many things we are going to explore. Please follow along. I am so excited that you're here. Thank you guys for watching this very first video, and I will see you soon.